So hey guys, today we're going to talk about insurance in Thailand, and there's been a lot of complications about insurance. Nobody really understands it. Nobody really understands what kind of insurance they need to get into Thailand, to be in Thailand for the long-term visas, and so we're going to unpack that today. Okay, so there are two kinds of insurance that you need. Number one is the insurance to enter Thailand. And this is just travel insurance, simple travel insurance. You can get it from a variety of vendors in your own country and also in Thailand. We recommend to get one of those that is in Thailand because the Thai immigration authorities know about them, and you know, it's just easy to accept, and it's pretty inexpensive as well. To get this kind of insurance, you can be from, I think, about 9 months old to about 99 years old. Okay, so there are no limits for this kind of insurance. It's up to the insurance provider, but from what we saw, from what we checked before making this video, it's from 9 months old, from zero, they actually said from 0 to 99 years old. Okay, so anyone who wants to come to Thailand, no matter your age, you can get the travel insurance. And the cost of it is gonna be about 2,700 baht. Okay, that's about what is that, 60 US dollars, 60, 70 US dollars, something like that. And you can buy that at a number of providers online and get that insurance within a few minutes into your email address. Then you can use that, you can upload the policy directly into your Thailand Pass application, and you're good to enter Thailand. Okay, so there's that. And also some of the international travel insurance providers, they also have a special rider for the Thailand purpose where you need to have the 50,000 baht of insurance as well. So sorry, $50,000 worth of insurance. So actually that's also a lot of those are accepted as well. How to find out if it's accepted or not? You just gotta buy it and upload it into the Thailand Pass and see if they accept. From what we have heard, we haven't heard any major issues of somebody not of the Thailand Pass system not accepting some of these travel insurances. Okay, so that's pretty easy to get. Okay, so that's the insurance to enter Thailand. Now, what about the insurance when you're here on a long-term visa, which is just your normal health insurance? Okay, that you're more familiar with. It's a long-term insurance. You pay for it every year or once every 3 months or something like that. Okay, that is a little bit, you know, well, let me amend that. That is not that difficult to get either. A ton of providers in Thailand provide insurance, and what most people complain about is that if they're over 70 years old, then it's harder to get that insurance. And of course, that is up to, that's for retirees mostly. Okay, and people who are older here and have these long-term visas and so on. So I was talking with an insurance agent yesterday about the 70-year-old part, and he said, yeah, it's available. It's a kind of a special request. You go to the insurance company, and then if they don't have it, they usually partner with other companies who have this kind of insurance. So you can get it, but you got to be a little bit persistent. You got to ask. And if somebody says no, you just go to another provider, and the providers are generally fairly flexible enough to be able to point you to the right place to get this insurance. So the insurance, when I spoke to the agent, they said that the thing is that if you got the insurance before you were 70 or up to 70, and you kept renewing the insurance, you were fine. So you could be renewing insurance every year even though you're over 70 already. The problem is when you need to get a new policy, completely new policy, and you're over 70, so it becomes a bit more difficult, but it is not impossible. Okay, so that's your regular health insurance. That is going to cost anywhere between 30,000 baht to about 100,000 baht per year. And most of what we've seen is about 60 to 70,000 baht per year. Okay, so if we're saying 60,000 baht, that's about 2,000 US dollars for the entire year. Okay, you can pay that quarterly, you know, something like that. to the insurance company, or you can just pay the entire thing once and then forget about it for the rest of the year, which is what a lot of people do. Now, is this mandatory for retirement visas? If you're in Thailand and you're applying for your visa here, your retirement visa here in Thailand, it is not mandatory at this point as yet. Okay, so there's a benefit to doing all your visa stuff inside of Thailand at this point in time, because there's the little difference there is that the visa, you're actually doing an extension of your tourist visa into an AO visa, okay, or AO or OA. I'm always confused with these letters, and so the requirements are quite less. You still have to have the financial requirements, of course, and so on, but you don't have to have the insurance requirements at this point, okay. We're not sure about if you're renewing it as yet. Then at that point, some people may ask for it, some people may not, but it's not the thing that, oh my God, I don't have the insurance, so I cannot get my retirement visa. No, you can get your retirement visa without the insurance. All of that being said, let me just amend that again. While you're in Thailand, okay? If you're outside of Thailand, then it's a different kettle of fish. You have to get that retirement visa, that insurance. So there's lots of benefits to just coming to Thailand on a tourist visa and getting your retirement visa here in Thailand. Okay, so all of that being said, health insurance, if you're on any kind of long-term visa, let's say a business visa, a retirement visa, elite visa, or whatever, it makes sense to have some kind of insurance. Okay, health insurance. It's not mandatory, but it's a good idea to have it, because even in Thailand, where the cost of healthcare is quite lower, you know, if you have something serious, it can add up, and then you're going to be in a whole lot of problems. So we recommend for you to get just some kind of health insurance in those particular cases. But anyway, I hope that this video kind of unpacked some of these issues, some of these confusions around insurance. Let me just summarize again. To get into Thailand, you need some kind of travel insurance with at least 50,000 baht, $50,000 worth of coverage, okay? And that insurance is going to cost about 2,500, anywhere between 2,500 and 3,000 baht. That's about $100 or less for each 30-day period that you want to stay in Thailand. So it's not expensive, okay? And then you have health insurance, which you need or may not need. It's not mandatory at this point, but eventually you're going to have it for longer term visas, okay? So keep those two things separate in your mind. If you're just coming to Thailand to spend a few months or so on, just buy some travel insurance, which even before COVID you were supposed to do anyway. It's just a good idea to have it. Now that they kind of insist on having that travel insurance, so you know, whenever you're buying a ticket and the airline says, oh, we'll add the $30 for the insurance or whatever back in the day, remember when you did that? Hey, you know what? Now you kind of have to do it, but in a more official sense, okay? So yeah, that's it, guys, and hopefully this video was of some help to you. We'll put some links to some insurance providers down in the description below, and see you next time.
What are you waiting for?
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 Yes, correct. What are you waiting for? The world may not be in a great shape right now, but it's very possible to come to Thailand. It's actually easier to live in Thailand for a longer time than it was before. With one smile can get you the right long-term visa, find a perfect house, open the local bank account, or even open the business here. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description below or go to bansmile.com and get started.